Welcome, dear friends, to tonight's bedtime story. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let the stars above guide you into dreams. Each story is filled with magic, kindness, and wonder. Now, snuggle in and let's begin. Tonight's story, The Hare and the Tortoise, takes us to a quiet meadow where a speedy hare challenges a slow tortoise to a race. Everyone expects the hare to win, but sometimes the biggest surprises come from the most patient steps. Let's see how steady effort can outpace even the fastest boast. Once upon a time, in a quiet green meadow under a bright blue sky, lived a hare who loved to brag about his speed. Each morning, he would hop around, puff his chest, and say in a loud voice, "I am the fastest creature in the meadow." Nearby, a slow, steady tortoise munched on fresh green clover. The hare spotted him and laughed. "Hello, tortoise. You move so slowly. You could never beat me in a race." The tortoise looked up calmly, blinked his small eyes, and said in a gentle voice, "Maybe I'm slow, hare, but I never give up." All around them, little birds twittered from the trees, squirrels chattered in the bushes, and deer peeked through the tall grass. The animals of the meadow stopped what they were doing and gathered close. They wanted to see what would happen next. "Let's race," said the tortoise. "We'll start at the old oak tree and end at the top of the hill." The hare straightened his long ears. "Very well," he said, "but be prepared to lose." And so the race was set. The sun shone warmly, a gentle breeze blew, and excitement filled the air. The animals of the meadow formed a line on each side of the path. A wise old owl hooted, "Ready, set, go!" Burst of energy, the hare leaped forward. His long legs moved so fast that he looked like a blur. "Ha! You're too slow," he called back as he raced ahead. Meanwhile, the tortoise lifted one foot in front of the other. Step by step, he kept moving. He thought slow and steady, one step at a time. At first, the hare could still see the tortoise far behind. "I will win in no time," he said. But after running a short while, he spotted a shady tree near the path. The hare thought, "I'm so far ahead. I can rest here for a bit." So the hare lay down under the big tree. He closed his eyes and soon fell fast asleep. His soft snores mixed with the whisper of the breeze in the leaves. Back on the path, the tortoise did not stop. He moved slowly, but did not worry. The grass brushed against his shell. A butterfly fluttered by, but he kept going. The squirrels and birds called, "You can do it, tortoise!" Step by step, the tortoise neared the shady tree. Step by step, he moved around the sleeping hare. The animals watching gasped when they saw him pass the spot where the hare slept. "Look!" cried a little mouse. "The tortoise is going past the hare." On and on, the tortoise plodded up the path toward the hill. His legs were small, but his heart was big. He thought, "I will keep going." Far behind, the hare snored away without a care. He dreamed of winning the race easily. Then, suddenly, the hare woke up. He stretched his long legs and blinked at the sun. I should check how far ahead I am, he thought. But when he looked up the path, he saw the tortoise not far from the finish line on top of the hill. The hare's eyes grew wide. "Oh dear," he cried. He dashed forward as fast as he could, but it was too late. Just before the hilltop, the tortoise took his final steps. He crossed the finish line under a shower of cheers. The birds sang a happy tune. The squirrels clapped their tiny paws. The deer trumpeted soft calls of joy. Even the owl gave a triumphant hoot. The hare skidded to a stop. He looked at the tortoise, who was smiling in his quiet way. The hare hung his head and admitted, "You won, Tortoise. I'm sorry I was so boastful." The tortoise bowed his head kindly and said, "Remember, Hare, slow and steady wins the race." All the animals of the meadow cheered again, and they celebrated together. They shared crunchy apples, juicy berries, and sweet water from a clear stream. The hare and the tortoise sat side by side, friends at last. And from that day on, the hare never teased anyone too soon. He learned that being kind and humble is just as important as being fast. The tortoise learned that courage and patience can help you achieve great things no matter how slow you go. Slow and steady had truly won the race. With that, our story comes to an end. May your dreams be filled with kindness and wonder. Good night, little dreamers. Until next time, sweet dreams under the stars.